Hello guys, it is good to see you all yet another evening. Well, I'm trying to get my doohickey to work, guys, and I can't. Don't you hate it when your doohickey don't work? Let's see, today is Wednesday, June the 23rd, I think. The reason I'm remembering that, I think my mortgage is due tomorrow. It's due on the 24th, so I think today's the 23rd. Yeah, I was trying to, you know how you can take your mouse and run it over your time on your computer, and it'll usually tell you what day it is. That's what I usually do, and it didn't work tonight. So, yeah, I think it's the 23rd. That makes it day 174 on our Project Jesus 365. I do want to thank you guys for being here. Again, thanks you guys for your prayers and all your answers. I know I've got a lot of people absent right now. I think last night's vid I had 2 comments on it, or 3. And one of those guys has canceled his account, so I don't know how much more he'll be commenting, if any. I guess not. But yeah, like I said, I know I got a lot of people away right now, so that's cool. If you guys are wondering why I'm sitting here bundled up in a big thick Columbia sweatshirt, or a Columbia outer shirt, or whatever you want to call them, it's because it is so hot here, and our heat pump is having to run so much, or our central air unit, or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's all built into the same unit. Our house is A-framed. The other end of the house, where mom and dad and my aunts and most of the people stay most of the time, is a big tall A-framed. And back here where I stay in the bedrooms is small. I mean, it's lower ceiling. So anyway, with high ceilings, you lose a lot of your cooling, and it's harder to cool. And so anyway, the air conditioning is having to run all the time to try to keep that in there at like 74, 75 degrees. And back in here where I'm at, it's like 69 degrees, 68 degrees. It's so much colder. So I actually got cold enough a while ago, which I just got done finishing a bowl of ice cream. So that's probably one reason I was getting cold. But so anyway, I got this Columbia shirt for Christmas a year or 2 ago, and I've never wore it. So I said I'll put it on and keep me warm. But yeah, anyway, guys, to keep from rambling, talking about nothing too much longer, let's see. I guess, guys, I'll get on to the reading. Guys, again, it's I know you guys, you get to commenting with each other, and even with people that you comment over and over and over again, on the same videos, you feel like you're friends and like you know people. Which he's a good friend of mine, through emails and internet. Mark Woodson, you guys, you know him as LK Wood 58. He emailed me today and said he was going to delete his YouTube account. Said he was just taking up too much of his time. Said he was still going to watch me every day, or he's going to try to. And he said he would just send me an email every now and then. So, Mark, if you do watch this, brother, I do wish you your best. I wish you good luck with everything you're going to do. And I will admit that YouTube, I spend too much time on it. I do. I know you kind of mentioned in your email, you said, well, if I was doing something like you was with the Project Jesus deal, then I wouldn't feel so bad about it, which that is true. I do feel like I am doing a work on here for the Lord. But still, it's very easy to spend way too much time on here, I'll be honest, I've had a couple evenings this week. I've got our church van here from the church. I've been kind of working on it in the evenings as I get time. And I've had a lot of evenings that I should have been working on it, that I get in here and get on YouTube and get to watching videos, and you're in here and it's nice and cool, and you're saying, oh man, it's 100 degrees outside, and there's been a few nights that I've sat in here and just watched YouTube all night instead of getting out and doing what I should be doing. So I do understand. I fully understand. YouTube can be, and you can waste so much time on YouTube. So we just got to watch that. That's like tomorrow evening. I'm gonna try. I gotta put a belt on the van, a serpentine drive belt. I've got to fix a vacuum problem with it on the heater controls. I've got to paint the bumpers. The bumpers are a little bit rusty on it. I mean, the van's like brand new, but for some reason the bumpers have the paint's gone and rust. So I actually went to the parts house and bought a quart of paint to paint the bumpers with. And one evening this week, I need to try to paint the bumpers and repaint the trailer hitch on it. And I got a lot of stuff I need to do to it. And I'm not going to lie to it, lie about it. YouTube, it's going to be hard to get away from YouTube to do it, but I'm just going to have to do it. So I do see where you're coming from, Mark. I really do. But anyway, everybody else, I was going to tell you guys something. I'll be honest, I was kind of debating whether to tell this or not, because I'm one of these guys. I know it may not seem like it, but I'm kind of a shy guy. And I'll be honest, a lot of times I just don't want to be bothered. I mean, I'll just be honest about it. I'm one of those type guys. When the phone rings in the evening, a lot of times I'll just go, especially if it's somebody want me, Now I don't care that, like when people call me from the church and stuff like that. I really don't mind that. But when you run a business and you're a pastor of a church, you get so many people calling you and so many people always wanting some of your time. I'll be honest, guys, it gets frustrating sometimes. Sometimes you just want to chill out and be by yourself, not be talking to anybody. So anyway, what I was trying to get out there, guys, I got Skype. I downloaded Skype on last night. So any of you guys that have got Skype that want to add me, my username on it's Knee Down for God, just like on YouTube. So just do a search for it, Knee Down for God, and send me an ad or whatever the process goes on there. The only person that I sent a request to Mad Bad Voodoo, because he's actually the one that taught me into getting it. He told me a long time ago that I ought to get it, and if I got it, to look him up on there. So I did. I sent a request to Mad Bad Voodoo. I don't know if he's approved it yet or not, but I think he's maybe in Kentucky right now. I think he's not home, but or not at his northern home. But anyway, yeah, guys, if you've got Skype, you want to add me, Knee Down for God. Anyway, guys, here we go. Let's get started. I'm about to run out of time. Galatians chapter 5, starting in verse 1. Here we go. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Christ is become of no effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, ye are fallen from grace. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of the righteousness by faith. For in Jesus Christ neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision, but faith which worketh by love. Ye did run well, who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth? This persuasion cometh not of him that calleth you. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. I have confidence in you through the Lord, that we will be none otherwise minded, but he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever he be. Guys, I want to thank you for being here tonight. I know this video is going to end up being long, but good Lord willing, I'll see you again tomorrow night. And like I said, if you're on Skype and you want to add me, Knee Down for God, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, good Lord willing. Good night, and God bless.